What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. As you can tell, we are back, and you know what I mean. We are back. Jeandra and I. Well, wait. First of all, I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf, of course. And where are we at, Cynthia?
We are back home reunited, and it feels so good. Sticky Paws, you are close to our hearts. As you know, a lot of unfortunate things has changed. But you know what? We haven't been able to do this, but we want to dedicate this show to our friend, rest in paradise, rest in Valhalla, Patrick Oakes. So thank you so much. So for this is a great guest. I know we're going to do a run it back after, because this guy is going to, he loves to talk his shit. He does it with a smile. He does it with his Creole accent.
Period. Creole stand up. Creole stand up. Hey.
Hey. Okay. And we got in the house, actually not in the house, but on Zoom, because we got to get him back into training, Mr. Regis Prograis.
Come on, New Orleans, stand up. Represent for all the Creoles out there across the nation.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Real good. I'm in New Orleans. I took a little pause in training right now, so I'm just, I'm here to talk to y'all. That's all.
Well, we really appreciate your time, and I know that you are in training mode because you have finally announced. It's finally announced. November 26th is the fight against Jose Zepeda for the WBC vacant belt that Josh Taylor vacated. I know we've talked about this a couple times, but I want to understand the fight with you and Josh Taylor was hellacious. I know you've had other fights after that you've won victoriously, but why was there no rematch clause for the World Boxing Super Series for that fight? You guys were both title holders. It was such an incredible fight. It was a very close fight. So why was there, I don't know if there was a rematch clause. I'm not sure. You tell me.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think it wasn't just because of the tournament style. Like, that's just how it was. So yeah, it wasn't. In that whole tournament thing, it wasn't a rematch clause because I guess that was a part of the contract. So it is what it is. That's how it went.
Mm-hmm. In hindsight, would you do anything differently? I mean, it was a great tournament. Like Cynthia said, it was a great performance. You performed wonderfully, and you both are champions. Would you go the same route if you could do it again?
I'll do a little things different. I wouldn't, the thing was, like, so I was the number one seed in the tournament. I was number one in the world. I was WBA champion. And, basically I went to his home country, not just his hometown, but his home country. And I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would have did that. And it's not only, and not saying, because of the fans and nothing like that, because I love the fans, but it's just like, I was just uncomfortable, the whole time. Like I was there for like a month. I was in London for like a month. So when I first got there, like the first 4 or 5 days, I was excited to be there. But then after that, I was like, damn, I don't want to be here no more, basically. And yeah, it was just like, I was just real uncomfortable. I was there. My family wasn't there. Nobody wasn't there. And, but then of course, people started rolling in and stuff. But still, I wouldn't, if I'm the number one seed, in a tournament, I'm number one in the world, I shouldn't have to go to like a person, not just their hometown, but their home country. Mm-hmm. So I probably wouldn't have did that again. But I mean, and I would have fought obviously I would have fought a little different. I would have did some things, but the thing is, like, with that fight, it just taught me, like, Josh Taylor actually, I feel like, he turned me into a monster right now because, he the only one that really got under my skin. Of course, me, I talk a little trash to people and stuff like that, but, he really, like, I just wanted to really hurt him. Like, it wasn't like about boxing. I wanted to hurt him. He got under my skin. It was like the mental warfare type of thing. And, basically the Brits are real good at that. That's what they excellent at that. They real good at mental warfare and talking to you. And, for me, I just left the boxing out the window. I just wanted to go fight him. And that was, I think, for me in the fight, that was probably one of my downfalls. So, it taught me some things. But, like I said, I moved past that. And, now it's, I want to be a 2-time world champion.
With going back to being a 2-time world champion, you're now fighting for the WBC. And I've always said this. I've interviewed you about this when you carried your own title, the WBA. You are also the WBC silver titleist. And but many have wanted you to fight Jose Ramirez as you did. Now, if
right.
and if it wasn't for Jose taking, well, he's too busy for this fight because he's getting married. So you have stepped in, and I saw your frustrations. How were you not even part of the Fabulous Four to fight for any of the vacant belts? Boy, trust me, I was really pissed off. So I'm really glad that you have this. Now, if you do win this, if you are victorious against Zepeda on the 26th, would you like to fight Jose Ramirez, or would you like, if Josh Taylor wins this fight against Catterall, his rematch, who would you like to fight?
Well, first off, it always, I definitely want to fight both of them. But first off, it's always Josh Taylor. The first person, that's the first person I, want to fight in the world. If I could pick any opponent, it'll be definitely him. But I always want to fight Ramirez for a long time also. So yeah, it'll be Josh Taylor then Jose Ramirez.
Okay. Well, I know that Zepeda is game. He's not one to look over. He's not one to look past, because he wants the belt just as much as you do, and he deserves a title shot. Zepeda, right. You have all the respect for him. You don't say anything bad about him. Besides, maybe you can knock him out, or you're going to take him to war.
Not yet. I'm gonna get a little mean. As it gets closer, I'm gonna get a little. As it gets closer, I'm gonna get a little mean, as it gets closer. But yeah, right now, definitely, all respect. Zepeda's he's a warrior. He's a Mexican warrior. I mean, he's really. I think he's really good. For me, this is a great fight. The only downfall to this fight is that I don't know if you know, but we share one of the same trainers, and we basically he stepped out the fight for both of us. That was the only bad thing towards it. But besides that, this is a this is gonna be a hell of a fight. This could be a great fight.
Okay, so here's what I'm really trying to find out. We got this great fight on the horizon, but I'm trying to find out what's going on with you and House of the Dragon. I know your kids are named after one of the greatest shows on HBO of all time. How are you feeling about House of the Dragon before we talk about it?
I missed last night. Me and my wife usually watch it in the theater and stuff like that at home. So I did miss last night because I'm out here in New Orleans training. So I try to catch up. But yeah, I love that show. That's my favorite show probably ever of all time. Like the House of Dragons, Game of Thrones. That's my favorite ever.
So if you watch the episodes before your wife, is that cause for a fight? Are we gonna have another fight on the books?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If she watched without me, bro, I'm definitely gonna be mad. And if I watch without her, we definitely get mad at each other. If you watch before me or after, you can't do that. We always gotta watch it together. For sure, always.
All I know, this last episode, because I have not seen it yet, everyone's saying, have you seen it? It's almost like Maury Povich plus a bloody old school Game of Thrones and Succession all put together. It is with kids wilding out. So I am so excited to watch this episode.
The kids was wilding out last week. It was kind of violent.
That's
with
the
kids.
one. I haven't seen it yet. Regis, I totally understand.
Not this week's, last week's. I don't want to ruin it. No spoilers.
Shit, I'm 2 episodes behind? What?
Definitely don't ruin it for me. Yeah, don't ruin it for me.
Don't worry.
I know the last one I watched, it was definitely getting good. They start, Game of Thrones, it's about killing and all that type of stuff. So the last episode I think I watched was, today is Tuesday. So Sunday was 7, right? So the last one I watched was 6. And so it was getting real good on 6. 6 is when they burned
no, wait. I don't know if I've seen this episode.
You didn't see 6? All right,
I'm going to take my earmuffs. So their earmuffs off.
I ain't going to say nothing.
I can mute him. I'm not
going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. All right, we done. Let's go back to boxing.
Okay, back in boxing mode. Back in boxing mode. For sure.
Okay, so I know I've been dying to ask you this. Who won the fight, Taylor or Catterall?
Oh, Catterall, for sure. Catterall, booked him, for sure. Yeah, 100% Catterall. Listen, my fight was close. Could have went either way.
Yeah.
Catterall fight was not close. Catterall won that fight.
I think Josh Taylor knew he won because he's vacated every belt, which is surprising as an undisputed champion, to keep one belt. And the powers that be, the boxing gods, and of course, everyone complained that Catterall won that. So
I felt for him.
I was looking for your Twitter. I'm like, let me see what Regis has been talking shit about. I always want to see what you're saying.
Yeah, I definitely said Catterall won that fight for sure.
What do you think he did well in that fight? If you can remember, it's been a while since they fought, but if you can remember some elements of it, what do you think he did well in that fight?
He basically, he just boxed him. He boxed him. He stayed on his back foot. He caught him coming in. Josh Taylor was just overly aggressive, and he just kept getting caught. That's all. And he threw the 1-2s, real basic stuff. He stayed on his back feet. He kept boxing, and he just kept catching the 1-2. That's all. And it was like Josh Taylor couldn't do nothing about it. That's it. Josh Taylor, he's a big, strong southpaw, but he's aggressive, and and definitely in that fight he was overly aggressive, and um yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to say too much, but I'll leave it at that.
For sure.
Okay, I want to ask you this question because I know a lot of people, and I was one of them. When Marv Nation came in with that 2.4 bid out of nowhere,
Big money.
because everyone was bidding at least $1 million and 2.4. Of course, I know you and Zepeda were smiling cheek to cheek. I would be too. Did you were you afraid, because a lot of people kept saying this fight might not actually happen, and then the bid came in and they put their down payment down? Were you a little skeptical at first of, oh shit, this fight might not actually happen?
Of course, definitely. I never heard of him before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to outbid all the top dogs is like in a company you never heard of before. You're kind of skeptical, and I was still, for a long time. I mean, I was still skeptical, and even right now, I'm not saying I'm skeptical. Like I definitely have more confidence right now because a lot of the right people are involved. But
Yep.
yeah, I was definitely skeptical at first. I was like, all right, what's this now? What's going on? So for me, I'm gonna just train, and then it still don't count until we actually fight on the 26th though. That's the thing.
That's true.
Boxing is funny. Boxing is real funny. So it's still, we can talk all we want, but until the 26th happen and we fight and we both get paid,
Period.
then it's still, you still got some concerns, I guess.
Well, I can back up Marv Nation. I have worked for Marvin Rodriguez. He is a promoter, is a small club promoter in Los Angeles. So I can back him up. The 2.4, I can also back that up.
You got that?
Surprisingly,
You got the 2.4 for them?
yeah, baby. No, but I know that I know the people people behind it. So it is legit. It's clean money. So don't worry, guys.
We like that.
We like that too.
I don't care if it's clean or dirty.
That's right. These bills ain't gonna pay themselves.
Listen, bro, I fight, so I don't care if it's clean or dirty. It don't matter to me. I'm fighting for it, so I don't care.
I'm looking at the box rec. It says that the fight is going to be at Dignity Health, aka
War Grounds. Yes.
I love that. I love that for LA. You have spent some time training in LA. What kind of vibe do you think the LA fight fans will bring for Prograis versus Zepeda?
I think this fight will be fine. First off, listen, LA like one of my favorite cities in the world. I used to live in LA too, so I love LA, and then we bringing a lot of people from New Orleans out there. So I think it's, of course, he's from Long Beach, so he's from there. But he'll have more people, but I have a lot of people there too. So I mean, I think this is an exciting fight. We probably have some celebrities in the house. I know he knows a few people. I know a few people. So, a lot of people say they coming. They gonna pull up to the fight. So I'm just ready, man. I'm like not ready now, but I'm definitely, I can't wait for sure.
I was a little sad that it wasn't going to happen in Vegas.
I love that it's in LA.
But I love it's at Dignity. It's the perfect space for both of you because they're both going to slug it out, and it's going to be boxing under the stars after Thanksgiving, literally. So you won't even be able to celebrate Turkey Day until after, which is fine.
And there's hella Louisiana people in LA.
Are there? I didn't know.
Oh my God. That LA is like Louisiana West. There's so many Louisiana
She's one of
people
your peeps right here.
We cousins. We're cousins. I know it. I know it. We are. But it's going to be a really exciting fight, and it's going to be great to see you getting back in the ring. When you train for 12 rounds, obviously, but do you feel like this needs to be a statement win? What kind of statement do you want to make with this win in that 140? Is 140 going to still be your resting place even after this, no matter the outcome?
Yeah, for right now, it all, you know what? It all depends. It all depends on what's going on and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely got to be a statement for me. I keep saying that I'm the best in the world at 140. So for me, I just want to prove it. I just want to prove that I'm the best. And what better way to prove it with? What better opponent, than Zepeda? Zepeda's a killer. Like, he really is. Zepeda's really a killer. So I have to go out there. Like I said, I have to go out there and I have to make a statement. And after that, we'll see. We'll see what happens at 140. I do want to campaign at 140. I think all the big fights is gonna be, at 140 right now, because you still got a lot of people at 140. Then you got the people at 35 who want to come up. So, we'll see. I just want to take it, like, for me, just want to take it one fight at a time and go like that.
For sure.
I do have to ask, the fight against Ivan Redkach. We all saw that. he allegedly got punched in the balls, allegedly, or something happened. You were in the ring, obviously, that night because you were his opponent. What happened? What happened that you knew?
Ivan is crazy, man. That's all I got. Ivan is nuts. He said I hit him in the nuts. I think he just wanted a way out. That's it. I just think. All right. I just think he wanted a way out. That's all. Because it really, I don't even like going and watch that fight because like when I watched that fight, the commentators, you had Snoop Dogg and stuff. It was just like a playful event.
Yeah.
So, I don't even like going and watching that fight because it was like not serious. It was like a spar. It really was like a sparring match to me. That's all it was. It was just like, all right, because I sparred with Ivan before. Prior to that, I sparred with Ivan and stuff. So it was like, all right, I'm fighting this dude. I sparred with him. I know what he had and stuff, and I just kind of I won't say I went playing around with him, but it just wasn't like a serious fight to me. So and I think he did that in like the 6th round. So I think like in the 4th or 5th round, I told my trainer, all right, I'm gonna step it up. I'm gonna start punching a little harder. I'm gonna start walking him down. And I think he felt that pressure was about to come, and so he found a way out.
I like that you said that because sometimes people think boxing needs more spectacle to appeal to more fans. And as a serious, real fighter, you're saying that you didn't like all that extra commentary, all the jokiness and not liking to watch the fight. Does boxing need more spectacle? How much spectacle does boxing need to really continue to thrive?
Listen, I think we just gotta have the best fighting the best. That's all boxing needs. The best people fighting the best. You got the YouTubers and fight like that. Don't get me wrong, that's cool for them. I think the YouTubers and stuff fighting. I think to me that's cool. Let them have that. They can do that. With Jake Paul and McBroom and stuff like that. I know them dudes. So it's cool when they have that type of event just for them. That's fine. But like when you bring in like the people that been kind of doing this their whole life. It was just open vibe. It was just like a party vibe. I was in the dressing room and, Pete Davidson came in there and, Justin Bieber was in there and stuff. And it was just, everybody was just walking around. So it's kind of, and they was all walking around. So it's kind of hard to, be in serious mode when you have a party environment going on. And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, even Ivan was like walking around all around. Him and his wife was walking all around Atlanta and doing all kinds of stuff. For me, I'm serious about it. But like I said, I don't even like that. I just don't even like watching the fight or even on the commentating and stuff like that. I was just like, nah, I don't. It was like playing around, and even the real announcers, they was trying to. You had like I think Ray Flores,
Mikey Garcia, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Garcia, and Ray Flores and Mike Coppinger and stuff. They I guess they told him kind of just be loose and all that type of stuff, but it didn't feel real, basically.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I remember seeing you, and I remember the very first time that the YouTube boxing with Jake Paul, we sat next to each other at Staples Center, and we were just like, oh, this is actually wildly entertaining. But we saw it in that last fight, the Social Gloves. That was it, Swaggy P, who got knocked out. Adrian Peterson got knocked out so bad. It is dangerous. So I wish maybe sometimes they would just wear headgear. I know that they're wearing bigger gloves, but still. I really believe that these YouTubers should be at least wearing headgear. What do you think, Regis? You have to agree.
No. I let them fight with the little gloves on. Let them fight. I don't think. Nah. I think. Listen, if you want to fight, let them fight like we do. Because it definitely brings more respect. If you got a headgear and you got the big gloves on. They might not respect it as much, but when you put those little gloves on, you put those real gloves on, and you take the headgear off, it's a big difference. It's a whole different sport at that time. Sure. It's not it's a fight. It's not even like they say. We always say you can't play boxing. So yeah, I think keep those. Keep the headgears off. Let them actually fight.
Okay.
And let them fight and let them see who really got it, who don't.
It teaches them a lesson like, shit, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't think I really want to do this, because it look cool. Don't get me wrong. It look cool when you can spar and stuff and, with big gloves and with headgear. It's fun. It looks cool and stuff like that. But when you put those little gloves on, you turn that to a real fight. Then that's when it starts getting dangerous. It's not cool no more.
I would freeze. I can tell you that right now. I would freeze up. All that training and everything sounds good. All the sparring, all the practicing. But once you get in front of those lights and all those people and somebody's really coming to get you, that's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah.
I'll sit here. I'll sit here.
Before we let you go, I know that you mentioned that Julian Chua is in both of your corners. He trains you both. How do you guys split him? Does he just say, I'm not going to train either of you?
Yeah, this fight, he went like this. I was with him in LA, Yeah, the thing is, bro, is so funny because we all real cool with each other. Like, obviously, I'm not cool with Zepeda. I never really hung with Zepeda and stuff like that. But at the fight, like with I don't know if you know Scrappy, John Ramirez. He trains with Julian, all the guys at Brick House Boxing. So I always do my camps out in LA all the time. I always did camps in LA, and I only go to LA just to train with Julian. I mean, I started training with Julian when the pandemic hit. And I just like this work. And when I was living out there, obviously my head trainer is Bobby Benny, and he's in Houston, where I live at. But at the time I was living in LA. So, I asked Julian if he wanted to start working. So we would go to the Churchill Boxing every night. And I was working with Julian. I like his work. So, I made it my goal to go to LA and train with him. And, we've been working ever since, basically. But he trains Zepeda. And another funny story is that, so before my last fight, I fought Tyrone McKenna in Dubai. Before my last fight, my manager told me, he said, look, they just made your fight mandatory for the WBC. So I already knew Zepeda was going to fight for the belt, right? So they told me, and I already knew I was fighting Zepeda. That's why when it was announced that him and Ramirez was going to fight, I was kind of mad about it because they made my fight a mandatory position to fight for the belt. So, me and Zepeda, I kind of sized him up in LA at the gym, cause he trained, I went train early in the morning, then he trained later. So as I was going out the gym, he was coming in. Julian introduced us, him and his team and stuff like that. And I was just and so my manager, he was like, yeah, he don't know, but this is y'all first official, weigh-in. Not weigh-in, first official, press conference and stuff like that, So yeah, I kind of already knew it was going to happen, but I guess he didn't know. And so now it really is happening.
Oh, this is exciting.
It's very exciting.
Is Mark Wahlberg coming out? Peter Berg, are they all coming out for you?
Yeah, I think Pete for sure coming out. I talked to Wahlberg. He said, I think he's doing a movie in Atlanta or something. He's always busy, but he said he'll try to come out. So he said if it's on the weekend, he'll come out for sure. So it is on the weekend. So, we'll see. It is Thanksgiving weekend, so I'm pretty sure he'll be home for that. So I think he'll come, and let's see what other celebrities we can get in the house. It's LA, so it's home of the celebrities.
Are you going to be doing another movie anytime soon? I remember I spotted him in a movie during pandemic. I'm like, wait, that's Regis. Hold on.
Yeah, I can easily get in the movies, but I told the producer friends I have, directors and stuff like that. They're like, I want to focus on boxing. That's the thing. When boxers historically, when boxers start focusing doing movies and stuff, they just kind of start slipping. So that's that world is totally different from our boxing world. So it's like I can do that anytime I want, and I feel like. I'll do that one day. Once I'm retired, I probably would go ahead and drift towards the movies. But right now, my goal is to become a 2-time world champion, and that's this fight. And then after that, we'll see where it goes. And then I focus on movies, way later.
Absolutely. Well, before we wrap it up with you, we have a little segment here that we call Talk Your Shit, and you are quite good at it. So we want to give you a full 30 seconds to talk your shit to the fans, to other fighters, whoever you feel needs to get some of that smoke from you. Go ahead, Regis Prograis, talk your shit.
Well, the thing is, I'll be outside, let's say, when I'm so far away, I'm not feeling too, shit talky. Oh, if that's even a word,
Shitty talky.
Shit talky. I'm, right now, I'm more humble and stuff like that. But once I get close to the fight, then I start getting meaner and all that. But listen, I always felt like I was the best in the world at 140. You put anybody in the ring, I'ma smash them. My last 3 fights, it's all knockouts. I barely got hit. And I'm gonna just keep proving myself. I'm the best. I feel like I'm the best, and I'm gonna keep proving myself. So of course Zepeda, he a cool dude, but at the end of the day, he got to get it. He just gotta feel me. That's all.
Period.
Period. You know what? When you said you stay at 140, not move up to 147, because that was actually one of your goals to do that. Stay at 140, because no one at 147 wants to fight anyone. Boots is waiting for a fight. Everyone's waiting for a fight because them belts are being held up right now. So stay at 140 because Tank, Ryan, Jojo, all of them want the smoke.
They're gonna have to come see you.
Yep.
They all keep talking all this 140 move up, but
they're gonna be knocking at your door.
Regis Prograis.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why, for me, I'm gonna stay at 140. You know, and I had the opportunity to go to 147. Well, not 47. After the fight, like, I was supposed to fight. You know, I don't know. Y'all remember I was supposed to fight Maurice Hooker, but you know, it was supposed to be at like 45, 43 at
catch weight,
and then a catch weight. And then after that, pandemic hit, so the fight got scratched. And then after the pandemic hit, I guess he was eating and stuff. So he was like, I can't make that weight. I got to make 147. I was like, bro, I'm not going to 47. I knew my goals, and at first, people was like, you know, why you not fighting them and stuff? I said, listen, I want to stay at 140. I want to become a 2-time world champion at 140. That's my goals, you know. I don't want to go to 47 right now. And I'm like, for me, I'm so glad that I stuck to my guns, you know. Like, the thing is, like, you have to believe in yourself all the time, and you have to stick with your guns. No matter what the whole world is saying, if you know you have a goal, then you stick to it. And for me, I was like, bro, I'm going to be at 140. I'm going to be a 2-time world champion at 140. And so now, all this time, but it's finally paying off. I finally got the shot that I wanted at the, you know, to get the belt again at 140. So I'm glad I stuck to my guns and I stayed at 140.
We are so glad that you are. It would be a pleasure to see you again as a 2-time world champion. Now you're fighting for the WBC strap that you've always wanted, that green coveted belt. Best of luck to you, Regis. Thank you for taking the time out, and good health. Yeah. And go watch House of Dragons.
For sure.
We'll circle back to this combo.
I gotta go back in this gym now.
All right. Sorry if you cooled off, but again, thank you, Regis. Make sure you guys tune in. Not sure exactly where it's going to be televised, but it's November 26th, and the word is it's at Dignity Health Sports Park. It is in Carson, California. Get tickets because this is going to be a banger.
It's going to be a banger.
They're going to burn it down.
Out. Yeah. And go there anyway because you need to work off all that food you ate for Thanksgiving, walking up and down stairs at Dignity Health. So get out there and see this man fight.
And I will be coming to LA for that fight. I'm leaving Vegas to go.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll be Best Women's Boxing Show. We'll be in the house. We are selling T-shirts there. We will be giving autographs and just, we want to say hi. Just come say hi to us because we love our fans.
For sure. We love that.
Regis is great.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great fight. It's at a great spot. Hopefully it won't be too cold yet, but even if it is cold, we're going to be in the house and it's going to be a spectacular
I've been there,
fight.
Rain. I wore a rain jacket, my rain galoche boots. I mean, it was the best fight ever. It was Oscar, what the hell's his name?
You were there, the women's fight, when the women had their final fight on HBO and it was pouring down rain.
Yes, and that was fun. It was, I got to call Fights for 360, and it was a final HBO fight. That was memorable for me. So yeah, everyone go back. Now we're going to go do our segment that we didn't get to do earlier because we had to get Regis on, is Run It Back.
Let's run it back.
I don't know. There were no fights this past weekend. And so by the time you guys see this, there could have been fights the coming weekend because we don't know when we drop this. So just mind us. But we did do an interview with Deontay Wilder.
Yes.
So that is out right now. And he's going to be fighting Robert Helenius. October 15th, there's a billion fights. The female fight that was postponed.
Women can't have shit.
Yeah, right. Clarissa Shields against Savannah Marshall. Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgardner. We talked about this I think on our live or in private. With the postponement, do you think the outcome might have changed?
With Clarissa and Savannah, I think that fight is still going to look the same. I still expect Clarissa to outbox her. But the fight between Alicia and Michaela, man, we were already going back and forth on that fight, but now a little time has passed. I saw something, Michaela was commenting on something on YouTube, and as a person asked her, is this fight back on? And she said, you never know with our luck. So I don't like that energy. So that kind of energy shifts makes me think like,
I don't know.
Are you not zeroed in?
She did say on Twitter I think yesterday, that with the postponement, her and Coach Al got back into the gym and really created a plan to get Baumgardner out. And even she even likes the matchup. She's like one skilled boxer against a puncher, but she's like muscles need oxygen. So You know, their shit talking continues in a very nice way because before it was like, I'm dog walking this bitch. Which we love. Bring it, baby. We ate popcorn.
It's not a tea party.
Yeah, no, we just sip the tea. So I love that. That was so great, Jay.
That's going to be our new tagline.
Yeah. We don't, wait, what would you say? We drink, what did you say?
We don't drink we going to run it back.
We don't even remember.
We'll run it back in post and it'll be like, and then we'll have a new tagline for you guys, for sure.
So that's one other fight. Eubank, and Conor Ben. This is this Saturday. So like I said, when you guys watch this, the fight has probably already happened. It's a fight that no one asked for because someone's moving up in weight. And his dad is saying Ben's dad, Eubank's dad is saying this is too dangerous. People protest the fight, and it's funny. Everyone's like, we're protesting
the fight.
No, protesting not for the fight to happen, but everyone's like, we're gonna stream it instead. The price is ridiculous.
British fans, British fans who are watching this, if the fight's probably already happened, but let us know what you really think. Because sometimes there's the narratives out there with different fan bases, and then you talk to the fans themselves, and they're like, that's not how we feel.
Right. Yeah, but I don't know. Let me double check what fights are happening here because
it's a hell of a lot of fights. The Wilder fights that night.
Haney, Kambosos.
That's right. Haney Kambosos down in Australia.
I think same outcome. Yeah. Love you, Kambosos, but unless you come out boxing and you can try to outbox Devin Haney and make this a real fight, then it will be a chess match as opposed to a brawl. So Devin Haney is prepared to do a 12-round chess match like he did before.
I can't speak for the people of Australia, but are they even promoting this fight? I feel like I haven't seen not a nothing talking about this fight. Not a commercial, because it's on ESPN Plus, right? Yeah. Not a commercial. Devin did a media day recently during the Canelo Triple G3 fight week. He did a media day. But there is literally nothing. It's like filler TV or something.
I don't know. I mean, I know Ben Damon from Australia. I don't remember which where he's from. I can't remember which. Is it ESPN? I'm not sure, but I know he's been putting it out there. But we'll see.
Sell your fight, guys. Yeah. Well, it's pay-per-view for them down in Australia.
Yeah, probably. Thank God it's not for us. It's the Plus.
No doubt.
Which the Plus is still expensive.
Exactly.
I have a bone to pick with ESPN Plus and
DAZN. Shit, Cynthia.
DAZN $149.99.
That part.
And then ESPN Plus is like $70. I was paying $5 a month or $49 or $39. Now it's like $70, $80.
So if you would like to sponsor the Best Women's Boxing Show streaming platform access, please send. We have Venmo at BWBSP. Send us a monthly contribution so we can watch these fights because this streaming is adding up. The gas went back up, all that shit.
Gas is back up. I saw in LA it's like $7.
It's crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah, when they say cable was expensive, try adding all these apps.
At this point, you might as well just get rid of the cable and just keep the streaming apps. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, there's a lot of fights on that.
There's a lot of fights on Deontay Wilder, Barclays, Caleb Plant versus Anthony Durrell. It's on the undercard of that fight.
Right.
Sebastian Fundora is this week.
This weekend.
We are okay. Well. You guys are going to see this later, but we are doing a ticket giveaway. We
can clip this part.
Yeah, we are doing a ticket giveaway Wednesday on our live tomorrow, our Best Women's Boxing Show live at 3 p.m. So you have to be able to. You pay for your own travel unless you live in LA.
That's right.
You have to.
You paying for that too. We ain't buying you no gas.
Yeah, we already heard you how much gas is. So you have to be following our YouTube and our Instagram in order to be in this raffle. I don't know how we're going to select it, but it's 2 free tickets from PBC themselves. They gifted it to us so we can give it to you guys. So you guys get 2 tickets. It's at StubHub Center. Oh, no, not StubHub. I'm sorry. Dignity Health Sports Park, a.k.a. War Ground. So bring a jacket.
No matter how hot it is during the day,
freezing balls.
Bring you a jacket for
your
sure.
balls
Trust
will be
us.
freezing. Trust me. But yeah, so make sure you guys tune in at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Jay and I will be talking some shit. We'll be sipping some tea, and of course, maybe some champagne or wine. Actually, wine.
We're gonna drink something.
We're drinking
it's gonna
something,
be something
and you're
drunk.
gonna find. You know what? I'm gonna be starting to wear my sunnies because I have a lot of sunnies. I'm a sunglass collector, so
People really like that.
they really did.
We gotta wear the sunglasses.
I
for
saw
sure.
I saw another podcast started wearing sunglasses.
Of course they did.
No originality.
Yes.
Originality.
So make sure you watch us tomorrow at 3. We're going to give those tickets away.
Yeah.
But you must be following us on IG, Best Women's Boxing Show. Just type that in. It'll pop up. You know what our logo looks like. It looks like that.
Ding.
So if you see that, you know it's us. And then also you must be following on YouTube. And if you're one of those creepy people who have your YouTube stuff turned off so we can't see who you're following, you're ineligible. We need to be able to see you are following us.
Yeah. And then lastly, before we wrap this one up, we have we're going to be dropping Ebony Bridges today. So by the time you see this, just go on our YouTube. This was the funniest interview we have ever done. She boobs,
boingy, 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 boingy,
boobs,
boingy, boingy. That's all I'm going to
kitty,
say.
pussy.
I've never heard pussy that many times in one interview.
God. Yeah, stripper, OnlyFans, Elbrook,
all that.
boobs.
Today.
He's totally cracking up.
Today.
And this is just in one interview, and of course, boxing. So,
Yeah, we did talk about some boxing in there.
she did talk about Shannon O'Connell, aka that she named her Shannon O'Cuntley.
And a whole bunch of us doing that in the background.
Oh my God.
Ebony Bridges, you are a character.
Yeah.
My sis, you are hilarious.
God, you guys have got to watch the clips. We're going to be dropping all week. I mean, just go back and we crack up just watching the clips over and over.
So ignorant. So ignorant. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I couldn't stop laughing. It was so good.
The one we're going to drop at 12 p.m.
Boingy, 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 boingy. Just remember we said that.
Yep. All right, Jay. Well, we're going to wrap this one up. We are back in the studio at our favorite Sticky Paws. Oh, we love you guys. We miss you all. And we're so glad to be part of the family again.
And shout out to our sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Adam from Holborn Adams in the UK and in Dubai.
Yes.
For all of your law, criminal, and boxing needs. Hit them up.
Hit them up.
Yeah. We'll put all the info in our lower thirds. But again, thank you for our beautiful computers, our proud and major sponsors. All right, Jay, this is the first one back in the can here at Sticky Paws. We are back.
Back at it.
Yes, and we're so excited. Another one in the can of Best Women's Boxing Show, period. I am Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf.
See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.